Hey, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here with some MLB The Show 15 for the PS4. I finally got my hands on a PS4. I got one for Christmas from my fiance, and it's super awesome. So now I can finally start doing these kind of videos again, these are the videos that really sort of suit me, because I'm a huge baseball fan. I'm a huge sports fan in general, at least in terms of playing the games on in a video game. So I figured I'm going to go ahead and start right away. So I'm creating a third baseman, and I was thinking about it here, trying to decide, and I felt like, okay, my batting is actually pretty decent in this game, so I figured I'd give him all the fielding stats and the arm stat first, and then I'll work up his stats from there. So we're going to go international because we're going to make it Canadian. And after all is said and done, we have Mason Carter here, the third baseman. He can also play shortstop. And we are going to go ahead and be jumping into his initial 3 games that they play in front of the scouts and see how he does there. And sorry, it's been a while since I've done these type of videos, but I'm going to get right into it. I'm having so much fun playing the game, and I've already got a number of different characters going for video series here, so you guys can get ready for that. Of course, before our games, we're going to dump those stats in and take a look here. And we're going to see the batting stats are actually pretty awful. I suppose it makes sense considering how low they were at the start. But this is not a lot to work with. So we're just evenly distributing all of the hitting stats here. And we'll go ahead and drop those points in and bring them up to a somewhat respectable level. Plate vision, batting clutch is all pretty shitty. Our fielding our fielding stats are very good, though. You can see they're up in the 70s, but our speed is 10. We're definitely not fast at all. So let's go ahead and jump into this here as we finally have some gameplay coming up. And in MLB The Show, you can actually go ahead and take some warm-up swings before the game. And I don't usually do it very often, but I figured, since this was the first couple at-bats from Mason Carter here, I'll show some practice cuts here as he drills one over to left field. This one's going to be a tip-off here, back to the right backstop. And just getting a look at what it looks like here as we ground another one to short. And finally, the last pitch will be drilled out to center field. So this is going to bring up the intro here for the first ever international scouting game for Mason Carter. And we can see here we're playing for the internationals, and we are playing against Central, I believe. So, not that that really matters. I mean, these games, really the only thing that matters with these games is just trying to impress the scouts. We can see here Carter's managed to get the cleanup spot here for the international prospects. And here we go. We're going to get our first at-bat in the bottom of the second inning here. Got a full count. And we are going to whiff at that high inside slider. A better batter would have crushed that, but we swung at it and missed. So now we're going to get another chance here with a runner on first in the bottom of the fourth. Also missing on that one for the strikeout, and the catcher's going to gun out the stealing runner there. So that's going to be a double play, basically at the hands of Mason Carter here, that strikeout. Here we go later on in the game, and another strikeout, another high slider. And Carter is really not getting his swing together in the first game. We're going to go 0 for 3 and 3 strikeouts. We also didn't get a chance to make any fielding plays there, so that was a little bit tough. So you can see here the scouts are not too happy with us, but we can bounce back as we have a good shot here in the bottom of the first. We got runners on first and third, and we actually put one the other way into right field, and that's going to get us an RBI, so not so bad. Pretty good at bat here from Mason Carter, going to get on base and drill in a run to give his team the lead early on. Here we have a runner on second with a 2-2 count, and we are going to sky this one to center field. Looks nice and high, but center fielder's going to have lots of time to get under there. And we will advance the runner to third, but like I said, we don't really care about that. We only care about our own stats and impressing the scouts as much as we can. So we're supposed to be super amazing at fielding, so this is our first chance, and whoops. I have no idea what happened there. I don't even know if I was really supposed to play that ball, but the shortstop got to it anyway, but no one was able to make an out. So Carter a little embarrassed on this first play. This is actually the very next batter. Bases loaded. He's going to go ahead and get the ball to second for the force out, and that's going to end the inning. So no runs will score due to his early blunder. Now he's up to bat again in the 6th inning, and he's going to pop this one to the first baseman in foul territory. Nothing too exciting there, but, you know, that happened, so you guys are seeing it. Walking away in shame, and we did get a single and made an okay defensive play, so I guess the scouts like that. Going to increase our draft stock here as we get ready for the 3rd and final game. And this is Mason Carter's last chance to really impress. His batting has been pretty awful. His fielding was okay. There was only that one play. The first play, I don't even know if that really counted for him anyway. But this game, we're going to start off with a runner on second base. And we will throw this one over to first base, keeping a runner at second as well. Nicely done by Carter. Showing that, you know, investing in those defensive statistics early on is paying off, it looks like. Here, an 0-2 count, and there's going to be a runner stealing, and we're going to ground this one to short. And we saw Mason Carter's 10 speed rating, so he's not going to beat out anything there, although that was pretty close. So I feel like anyone with any amount of speed might have been able to make it to first here. Here we go, scooping up that grounder and getting another out here. And Carter definitely looks more at home on the field than he does at the plate for now, but all the points I'm getting are going to be going into his hitting stats now, so he can finally get things going. He's actually making nice contact on this one. It will drop in front of the right fielder, and that's another single for Mason Carter, so it's actually not that bad. And this, guys, is going to be the last at-bat here for Mason Carter in the bottom of the 5th. We're actually down by 1 here. We got 2 outs. And it looks like we're going to be drilling this one to center as well. So getting another nice hit there. That one was right in our zone, right where I guessed the pitch to be. So I was ready for that one and able to drill that one in for a single. So overall, pretty good stuff here from Mason Carter. And you guys will have to just watch the draft yourself to find out where we end up. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first round is complete, so we will now begin the second round. The first pick is now officially on the clock. With the first pick of the second round, the Arizona Diamondbacks select Jason Hudson, a starting pitcher from the Central Region. With the second pick in the second round, the Colorado Rockies select Carmen Ruiz, a starting pitcher from the East Region. With the third pick of the second round, the Texas Rangers select Rene Tejera, a catcher from the Central Region. With the fourth pick in the second round, the Minnesota Twins select B.J. Leach, a third baseman from the Central Region. With the fifth pick of the second round, the Houston Astros select Ethan Mendoza, a second baseman from the West Region. With the sixth pick in the second round, the Boston Red Sox select Warren Casto, a first baseman from the West Region. With the seventh pick of the second round, the Chicago White Sox select James Saunders, a shortstop from the East Region. With the eighth pick in the second round, the Philadelphia Phillies select Joel De La Rosa, a left fielder from the Central Region. With the ninth pick of the second round, the Chicago Cubs select Aaron Aristi, a starting pitcher from the West Region. With the 10th pick in the second round, the Cincinnati Reds select Jeffrey Zohorek, a center fielder from the West Region. With the 11th pick of the second round, the Tampa Bay Rays select Carmen Dorta, a relief pitcher from the West Region. With the 12th pick in the second round, the Miami Marlins select Francisco Olivo, a starting pitcher from the Central Region. With the 13th pick of the second round, the San Diego Padres select Pedro Garcia, a relief pitcher from the West Region. With the 14th pick in the second round, the Atlanta Braves select Josh Coulter, a left fielder from the East Region. With the 15th pick of the second round, the New York Mets select Prince Sterling, a relief pitcher from the West region. With the 16th pick in the second round, the Milwaukee Brewers select Johnny Montero, a starting pitcher from the West region. With the 17th pick of the second round, the Toronto Blue Jays select Lewis Etheridge, a starting pitcher from the Central region. With the 18th pick in the second round, the New York Yankees select Floyd Bowers, a right fielder from the West region. With the 19th pick of the second round, the Cleveland Indians select Ray Leone, a starting pitcher from the East region. With the 20th pick in the second round, the Seattle Mariners select Jim Dorsey, a starting pitcher from the East region. With the 21st pick of the second round, the Oakland Athletics select Darryl Schaefer, a starting pitcher from the Central region. With the 22nd pick in the second round, the Pittsburgh Pirates select Todd Stallings, a shortstop from the International region. With the 23rd pick of the second round, the San Francisco Giants select Alejandro Crespo, a starting pitcher from the Central region. With the 24th pick in the second round, the Kansas City Royals select Mason Carter, a third baseman from the International region.
Okay, so we're making our way through the second round now. The next team is on the clock, but before we get to their pick, guys, what do you think of the most recent selection?
Well, I think it's a solid pick. At this point, teams are looking to grab those guys they've had their eye on that maybe fell out of the first round, and I got to think they're excited to see this guy get to this point in the draft. We got to see him in action a little bit leading up to today, and he looked pretty decent. I guess we'll just have to wait and see if he can develop into a legitimate big league talent.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm ready to guarantee that this guy's going to fly through the minor leagues and then tear it up at the major league level, but I do think he's got a good shot. He looks like he's got all the tools to be successful, but of course, it's really going to come down to how he performs down in the minor leagues. I'm sure he's excited to get his career started, and I bet this organization is very excited right now about their future with him.